Mr. Speaker, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, no nation has ever become prosperous, industrialized, or globally competitive without investing deliberately in science, research, technology, innovation, and the human capital of its people. The United States of America did not become a technological superpower by chance. It invested purposefully in great research universities such as Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Stanford, Johns Hopkins, and Berkeley. These institutions produced the scientists, engineers, doctors, innovators, and discoveries that transformed the American economy and reshaped the modern world. The Republic of Korea, our highly esteemed partner in this journey, invested in science and engineering and transformed itself within a generation from poverty into one of the world's leading industrial economies. And the Honorable Speaker here, in his own words, has told us as much. It is the reason former South Korean President Park Chung-hee once said, "Science and technology are the engines of national development." And he was right. If Kenya is to transform into a first world economy within our lifetime, then we too must and keep making bold strategic investments in science, research, technology, innovation, and the full potential of our people will be realized. That is why today's ceremony is consequential and important. Our gathering here is about far more than the wording of charters to two institutions. We are laying two strategic pillars upon which Kenya's future, prosperity and resilience, and global competitiveness will stand. One institution will help protect the health and survival of our people. The other will help drive the technological and industrial transformation of our economy. One will help Kenya fight disease, the other will help Kenya compete in the industries of the future. Together, the Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology, KAIST, and the Kenya Medical Research Institute, KEMRI, represent the architecture of a modern, innovative, resilient, and knowledge-driven nation. Distinguished guests, the global economy is undergoing profound transformation in many fields: biotechnology, robotics, advanced manufacturing, climate science, semiconductor physics, and digital systems are rapidly redefining competitiveness, productivity, and power. Artificial intelligence alone is projected to contribute more than $15 trillion to the global economy by the next 2 years. The nations that will lead tomorrow are investing heavily today in science, engineering, research, and advanced skills. Kenya will not stand outside this transformation. We must and we will lead within it. As Africa, including Kenya, we must transition from being merely consumers of global knowledge and technology to becoming creators of new knowledge, drivers of new innovations, and producers of transformative solutions for not just our consumption, but for export to elsewhere in the world. That is why an institution like the Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology and KEMRI matters. It is a strategic national investment deliberately designed to power Kenya's industrial technological future. We are proud that this institution is being developed in partnership with the Republic of Korea, whose own development trajectory and story remains one of the most remarkable transformations in modern history. It is institutions such as Kenya Advanced Institute of Technology that produces the talent, the innovation, and the science that build global industrial leaders in business like Samsung, Hyundai, LG, and SK Groups in the Republic of Korea. The Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology will focus on artificial intelligence, robotics, digital technologies, smart manufacturing, renewable energy, biotechnology, climate innovation, and semiconductor physics, and advanced engineering. And as has been said here, it will take students beginning with postgraduates at the master's level. We will not have undergraduate students at KAIST. We will not also have undergraduate students at KEMRI. These will be institutions that will pick up students who have already excelled in their field at the undergraduate level, because it is our intention to develop high caliber professionals to be able to create new knowledge for our nation in the different fields and drive the technology that we have been consuming from other nations. We begin to become creators and producers of that technology for our own consumption and for sharing with the rest of the global community. Through institutions such as this, Kenya will become a creator of transformative technologies that will shape industries, solve national and global challenges, and influence the future of the world in the years to come. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, investing in medical research, disease surveillance, vaccine development, and strong health systems is more than a public health imperative. It is a national development strategy. And this is where institutions like KEMRI become very vital. I know the CS for Health has said that I consider taking up research at this great institution. And it is true, some of my classmates already joined KEMRI after we graduated. And I would be very happy to join some of my classmates that are there. But let me say this, I am very happy that finally a great institution like KEMRI has been now elevated to a level where they can produce more scientists, they can create new knowledge in the space that is relevant to the health of the nation. I am going to tell the people both at KEMRI and KAIST that I am already developing a lab in my farm. Yes, I have gotten some equipment which is on its way for a lab at my farm, because I believe the future of a nation is on making sure that research become front and center of everything that we are doing, so that we not only keep on improving on the knowledge and the experience, but we also begin to share new knowledge with others. The COVID-19 pandemic taught the world a painful but important lesson. Health security is national security. Countries with strong scientific institutions respond faster, adapt faster, and recover faster. Kenya, through KEMRI, demonstrated remarkable scientific leadership as it contributed significantly to diagnostics, genomic sequencing, surveillance systems, and public health response mechanisms that strengthened our national resilience. Many Kenyans may not know, a simple institution, but very, very significant and consequential, called KEMRI, became among the very few institutions in the world, in less than 10 countries in the world, one of the institutions that participated in the development of vaccines and genomics that eventually informed how we dealt with COVID-19. One of those institutions was KEMRI. And so it is befitting that today we recognize KEMRI through the word of charter as an institution as a university of science. And I want to thank Parliament for taking the steps, Parliament, and recognizing there is need for us to have strategic universities. And I'm happy that in my tenure, we have now chartered 3 strategic universities to develop the highest professional persons to help us drive our development. For decades, KEMRI researchers have equally contributed globally recognized work in malaria, HIV, tuberculosis, maternal health, and epidemic response. This institution has also played an important role in the development and evaluation of the malaria vaccine, now protecting children across high-burden regions. This is the impact we are determined to accelerate and scale up by making KEMRI a specialized degree-awarding institution. We are also building the capacity to train world-class biomedical scientists, epidemiologists. I remember one of my classmates became a very central figure on epidemiology research at KEMRI. Is going to also undertake genomic researchers development, public health experts, and innovators who will not just act or react to disease outbreaks, but will have the requisite capacity, skills, and technology to anticipate and prevent them. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to become producers of our own technologies, generators of our own knowledge, and a nation that adds value to what we produce, what we mine, what we grow, and then we must deliberately, intentionally, and strategically strengthen our capacity for research, science, and innovation if we have to move ourselves to the next level. That is why this administration established a dedicated State Department for Science, Research, and Innovation. to scale up science, technology, and engineering and mathematics education across our country, strengthen innovation systems, deepen scientific research, and develop a new generation of highly skilled professionals in engineering, science, technology, and applied science. Professor Shaukat here, who was a very senior person at the International Atomic Agency, has taken up the responsibility as Principal Secretary, and I have asked him to coordinate, consolidate, and also provide momentum for all research across all sectors. We are going to, as I have said in the past, we're going to provide additional resources. We are going to consolidate all our resources in making sure that research across all fields is coordinated and is made to produce new knowledge, but also to produce better professionals. We all know that there is no nation that can grow beyond its capacity to think. You know, that is it. And we want to incubate professionals who can then develop the knowledge that we can use to drive our own transformation. You have heard clearly what the Speaker has said here, that Korea, which was a poor country, and they've said it in their own words, a pure country in this generation, today it is among the 10 best economies in the world. If Korea could do it, Kenya can do it. Honestly, Kenya can do it. And you see, I have been deliberate. The Speaker here has just told me in my other meeting with him that I have been to Korea twice in my presidency. And I didn't go there as a tourist. I went there because we must benchmark with the best. Korea was exactly where we've been. And there is absolutely no reason why we cannot be where they are. And part of our journey going there is the reason why we are setting up these strategic universities the same way they invested heavily in education. Is the reason why today we are also investing heavily in education and in research, science, and technology. I have invited the Prime Minister of Singapore to come to Kenya, and he was here. I have invited the Prime Minister of Malaysia to come to Kenya, and he was here. I have been personally to South Korea. These are not random visits. These are strategic engagements that will support and consolidate and focus our own transformation as a nation. Often we compare ourselves with those who have not done well. We must stop comparing ourselves with those who have not done well. We must compare ourselves with the best. And I will repeat again on this occasion, as the people of this great nation, I am very happy that we are beginning to believe in ourselves. We are beginning to show and to know that we can do it ourselves. So, We are backing our commitment with our resources. We are determined to fully operationalize the national target of allocating at least 2% of our GDP to research and development. This will unlock billions annually for research, innovation, and science. And I have asked the Prime Cabinet Secretary where we have located the Department of Research, Science, Innovation, and Technology to make sure that we bring all our energies, all our resources, and all our thoughts. And I hope, Professor, you have had the initial meeting with all the research institutions so that we can consolidate that place. Our ambition, however, goes even further. Over the next decade, we aim to grow this national research ecosystem, including the National Research Fund, because we are deliberate and intentional in our commitment to making science, innovation, and technology the central pillars of Kenya's transformation agenda. Already, when we had the education forum, 60% of our pupils are now transitioning to STEM subjects. 60%. And we have created deliberate pathways for our students, those in the STEM subjects, those in the arts space, and the rest in the sports. So we are making sure that all our students have the best opportunity to be what they can do. As we advance our national investment in science, technology, research, and innovation, I expect stronger coordination and greater synergy among all research institutions under the State Department of Science, Research, and Technology. We must build a strong research ecosystem with synergies, creating centers of excellence in various clusters. We must build capacity and capabilities across board to reduce conflicts and to produce high caliber human resources to help us on the trajectory that we are headed to a first world economy. And so, ladies and gentlemen, today we are more than awarding charters or elevating these two institutions into specialized degree awarding centers. We are actualizing and progressing a national vision for a transformed Kenya. I want to say on this occasion, I am very proud that as a nation we are making steps and heading in the right direction. The presence of the Speaker of the National Assembly of Korea is not by accident on this occasion. It's not by default. It's not random. It's deliberate, because we are taking concrete steps going forward. Yesterday, I met the Director General of Vaccine Institute, International Vaccine Institute. I saw him somewhere here, this good gentleman here. Because when I was in Korea, among the places I visited was the headquarters of the IVI. And they are setting up an office in Kenya. And it is because we want to collaborate, it's because we want to participate in high-level research. And KEMRI is going to provide the ecosystem for our engagement with the IVI. Because we must, as I have said, consolidate our place. We are a great country, and we can be greater if we take the right steps. Allow me finally to congratulate Kenya Advanced Institute of Science and Technology and Kenya Medical Research Institute on this historic milestone in our nation's transformation journey. Congratulations, KEMRI. Congratulations, KAIS. This is a very proud moment for us as a nation. Thank you very much.